Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special presentation. We were able to watch and witness for the first time in history the suborbital flight of SpaceX SN8 Starship rocket. This is a second stage rocket that is designed to be reusable. It will be launched on a heavy lifter, go into orbit, and be able to come back to Earth by itself, and then be reused again and again. So what we're watching here is SN8, the 8th model of this rocket. It is equipped with 3 Raptor engines. The proposed plan today is to fly up 15 kilometers, cut off the engine, let it free float down towards the Earth, reignite the engine at the last minute, and land it vertically. So up to now, we've seen Falcon 9s do this, but this is the first time that we've seen this new technology, and it's very revolutionary. Elon Musk of SpaceX is actually designing this vehicle in order to one day, hopefully, populate Mars. For that to happen, we're going to need this rocket to perform flawlessly. Of course, right now we're in the experimental stage. Right now you're seeing a beautiful liftoff. The rockets, all 3, are burning smoothly. The Raptors, by the way, are one of the most powerful and efficient rocket engines to date ever invented, and surprisingly invented by SpaceX, which is a private company. So I'm just gonna let people watch without further commentary because it's just so exciting. This is a live feed from SpaceX, so all credit goes to them. I will provide the link in the description below where you can go directly to their site and see the video in its entirety. One rocket engine has been turned off. We're 2 minutes into the flight. This is just amazing. You can see every little detail. The fact that the engines are able to swivel on their mounts to control the orientation of the rocket. Of course, you also have cold gas thrusters located all throughout the rocket. And the Starship is equipped with 4 fins, 2 on top and 2 on the bottom, that are able to move. And what's special about it is that when it comes back down, these fins act something like the arms of a parachutist, dragging through the air and then controlling orientation that way. The most dangerous part, of course, is the landing, because they would need to swing it, the entire Starship, from a horizontal orientation back to a vertical orientation, reignite, I believe, all 3 rockets in order to sufficiently slow it down so that it can land without blowing up. The second engine has been turned off. It's riding on 1 rocket engine and pretty much going sideways. It's just amazing. The third engine has been turned off. And now the Starship is in free fall. And it is relying on its fins for orientation. If you look closely at the nose, you'll also be able to see the coal gas thrusters. The jets of white gas that shoots out from the Starship, and that helps with the orientation as well. Amazing, you can actually see the fins actuating. So it's dropping, but in a controlled fashion. And it's coming up to a point where it's going to do a rather amazing and dangerous maneuver, which is to reorient from this horizontal belly flop back into a vertical, reignite the engines to sufficiently slow the spaceship so that it can finally land vertically. We've seen SpaceX do this any number of times with its Falcon 9, but never in this particular orientation. The Falcon 9 comes back from space pretty much vertically. So you see a lot of heat damage to the rear of the spaceship as a result from its atmospheric entry. There we go. The engines have been reignited. All three engines is reorienting. We're seeing green. There's looks like a flame out, possibly two flame out, and it manages to land vertically, except too fast, and the spacecraft has been destroyed. But I think in anybody's book, that is a remarkable accomplishment. And I know that they have SN9, SN10, SN11 being built right now in the SpaceX Boca Chica facility. We're all in for a great treat this year as the launches continue. All right, thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed this, please leave a comment, a like, subscribe, and hopefully we can continue to bring more news from SpaceX as they continue their progress in developing Starship. Goodbye, everyone.